Hey everybody, it's Clay, the old school gamer, and today I'm bringing you another look at Batman Arkham Asylum, but this is a little different than my previous video where Batman took Bane out. The previous video I gave you some good tips and tricks for taking out Bane. I'm giving you some more tips and tricks this time, but this time it's more simplified. Something along the lines of just showing you guys exactly how this game works. And so to start off, the first thing I've got it set up for is for navigation and how we navigate in this game. And of course, Batman has got a couple of tools that he uses. First of all, of course, is the map, and that will actually show you not only where Batman is, but where each of his objectives is located, whether it's one or multiple. They will all show up on this map. And maps, they give you a good look at both the inside and the outside of Arkham Asylum. Second, you have what's called detective mode. Detective mode is actually used to detect alternate routes available to Batman, as well as used to detect henchmen. Now, the henchmen, they will show up in red here if they are armed, or they will show up as blue if they are unarmed. So this clip right here is really a good example of how Batman can use these alternate routes to get up and get behind these enemies and sneak up on him and take him out. You know, there's a lot of there's really a lot of different types of combat in this. This stealth combat, which of course this is more of a stealth combat. I have another example later on the video, but also hand-to-hand combat, and both are very effective, especially when used correctly. Once again, this is Batman using his skills to sneak up behind these henchmen and take these armed henchmen out without any of them knowing that he is coming. So next we're going to look at how to get XP in the game. And there's a couple of different ways. We have the combat and we have the Riddler challenges. Now, what are the Riddler challenges? There's a bunch of different ones. This one in particular is if you go to any area, any specific area in the map, the Riddler will actually give you a riddle. And the answer to that riddle is hidden somewhere in that particular area of the map. Once the Riddler gives you the riddle, like you see here, Batman can take a picture of the answer and he gets XP for it. So all of the challenges that the Riddler gives you, if you go to your select screen, you can actually see he will list all of the different challenges in the particular area that you're in. So that's the easiest way to find what you're looking for. Now, the best way to find the Riddler challenges is actually you can find the Riddler maps, and these are hidden throughout the different areas. And if you push select, if you go to your map, you actually see question marks now where all of the Riddlers are hidden. There's a bunch of different Riddlers. You can find question marks like this that are only detectable in detective mode. You can find the Spirit of Arkham tablets, which give you a little bit of the history behind Arkham Asylum, and once again, of course, you take a picture of them. There are hidden Riddler trophies, as you can see here, that are basically just question marks, and followed by interview tapes that you can find laying in different areas of the map, and those actually give you a little bit of background to all of the villains. And then last, there are actually Joker teeth, and for taking out X amount of teeth in an area, they give you X amount of XP. Now, all of these challenges are actually used to gain XP and go towards upgrades. Upgrades, you can upgrade into about 5 different categories. There's combat upgrades, stealth upgrade, health and armor upgrade, batarang upgrade, and then there's gadget upgrades. And again, depending on what you feel you need to use is how I would spend your upgrade XP. Now, next here, what we're starting to look at is there's actually 2 different types of combats, and so that's kind of the background there on just some of the basics behind the game. And now we're going to get into some of the combat. There's 2 types. There's stealth, and then there's hand-to-hand. And what we're going to look at right now is health, and stealth actually comes in really handy when you're typically outnumbered by armed henchmen, and Especially on hard, it's difficult because the mistakes that you make, they're a lot less forgiving. For this one, you need to be patient. I mean, it just takes time. That's just the way it is. It's not real interesting, but it's intense, and it's kind of fun in a way. So there's really two reasons that you need to be patient. And number one is because rushing, it's going to cause you to make mistakes, and making mistakes, they can be deadly, and they are deadly, especially whenever you're playing on hard. And then again, for the second reason, if you die, you actually have to go back and you have to kind of start all that over, and it just means you have to sit and wait for these enemies to get in certain positions so that you can attack them. Now, just a couple of tips on this stealth type of combat. Typically, like I said, you're going up against armed guards, and these armed guards, they will come together to investigate a body, and then they slowly spread out and start looking for Batman. So what I typically do whenever I'm doing something like this stealth combat is I will take out one henchman. At that point, I will get up in a rafter or hide behind something as quickly as I possibly can. I just move to a safe area, and then I just watch the henchmen. And this is one of the good things that detective mode can come in use for. And there you see I selected my gadgets, and don't forget to use these guys, and I'll show you. I give you an example of that here at the end of this particular video. So I wait for the henchmen to split up, and then I pick off them one by one. So as you can see here, this one kind of got away from the group, so I take him out, and you can see that the other henchmen are already running after me. So I use my back claw and I roll back up to the rafters, and once again I'm sitting and waiting. And then, of course, like I said, we don't forget to use our gadgets, the gadgets that we have. And of course, the ones that we have: Batarang, the back claw, the explosive gel. All of these can actually be used in a way to help take out multiple enemies. Here we go. I'm going to actually select my my Batarang and knock these guys down, and I swoop down, and once one of them's down, I jump on top of him and knock him out, and then I flip over to this guy and knock him out. So it's kind of an easy way to take out two bad guys really fairly quickly. Alright guys, in this last clip I'm going to show you, I really like it because it's kind of all-encompassing. It shows a little bit of everything about this game. The first thing we're going to look at, of course, is the combat, the hand-to-hand combat. That is the one thing that we have not looked at as of yet. The hand-to-hand combat is very fast-paced and surprisingly easy. It's all completely free-flowing combat, meaning that it only takes one button to attack. If you're playing on the PlayStation, it's the square. If you're playing on the Xbox, it's the X. But that's really the only button that you tap to attack. You also have a counter button. The counter's kind of tricky here because on easy and medium, there's a warning whenever an enemy is getting ready to attack. Whenever you're on hard, that warning is not there. You just kind of got to look for an enemy walking up behind you in kind of like he's getting ready to attack you. Typically, right there's a good little tip for you guys. If you get all the enemies on the ground, in hard especially, they got a lot more health and it's a lot harder to take them out. I like to jump on them like that, knock them out, and they are out of the game for a little while. So, and also another thing that I know I've mentioned before, but whenever you're attacking, always try to keep your enemies in front of you at all times, so you don't have somebody sneaking up on you or grabbing an ammo box or something like that and pulling out a gun and trying to shoot you. So some other things you have right here, we have Batman. He's actually picking up one of his gadgets, and the gadgets, like I said, you find these throughout the game, and you can use them, and they help Batman do multiple different things. And you actually get XP for doing that, for taking out the enemies. So right there, we just saw Batman and do his upgrade. Now here's kind of funny. So I actually just went into detective mode, and so what Batman is trying to do here is he's trying to locate an item that help find Commissioner Gordon. And so basically, the Joker and Harley, they've hijacked Commissioner Gordon, and Batman's got to track him down. It's kind of funny here because I could have sworn that this item was somewhere on the Batmobile. And by the way, the Batmobile and the Batwing both show up in this game, and they look extremely cool. But anyway, needless to say, I wander around there for about 30 minutes looking for this pipe that I thought was on the Batmobile that happened to be laying on the ground. And the cool thing about this is it actually helps you track whoever it is you're looking for. You can see all the eyeglasses there on the ground, and that just lets Batman see where Commissioner Gordon's trail leads, or where whoever it is that he is looking for, where their trail leads. And we'll use detective mode here in a second again to use an alternate. We'll find an alternate way into the house. But I remembered that there is actually another Riddler trophy up here, so I just used my bat claw, jumped up here, and we find the Riddler trophy. And so then we head back down, and you can see that the door is locked by whenever you look at it in detective mode. And so we've got to find another way in. And of course, Batman uses his gadgets to do that. So in all, really, that is about all, guys. I hope this has kind of given you a simplistic look at everything that there really is to offer in this game, and some just the basics on how to play. Like I said, I love this game. It is absolutely a blast, and I hope you guys found it entertaining and helpful. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and my commentary. If you liked it, feel free to rate, comment, or subscribe. As always, guys, until next time, have a great day. This is the Old School Gamer. I am out. Peace.